अभी वहीं पे रोक रहे हैं टैक्सी तो ना तू बंदा तू बंद बस यार बन बहुत काम कर दो टाइम जा रहा
चीटी हो रही है
सेकंड पे एक्सटेंशन नहीं आएगी सेकंड के आसपास चार्जिंग बोर्ड नहीं एक्सटेंशन इतनी लंबी है चलने दो अगर बच्चे ना एडजस्ट हो
चल तू लगा ले थर्ड में या तो थर्ड में वहां पे बिठा दे आधे बच्चे हाँ
पहले तो जिंदल को कॉल
थोड़ा कितना
कोई भी फोर आ
ये अच्छा है तो थोड़ी हम एक ये सीट थोड़ी देखिए
क्या बैठना बैठ जाओ
अनुराग कौन सी रो तक बिठा रहे
एक और हो जाए
ये आपकी है
ये वाली चेयर छोड़
ये वाली आती आती है
ठीक है सर ओके
यहाँ पे कुछ चलेगा मतलब क्वेश्चन ही अजीब सा है आधा ऊपर है आधा नीचे है क्वेश्चन है
अरे वो भेज दिया जूनियर को आ रहा है यहाँ पे
बताना नहीं
अच्छा रुको
मेरी क्लास में ये भी खुश है, ये खुश है, ये भी
हाँ
इसमें
सिर्फ से
ये वाला खुश है।
मैं किसी आईडी से डेढ़ के ग्रुप में नहीं हूँ, मैंने छोड़ दिया साल में से
हाँ
छोड़ी कुछ कुछ तो बहुत फेमस है। मैंने कहा अच्छा अच्छी बात बोली नहीं, अच्छी बात नहीं है ये कैसी बात थी भाई, वो ये बात बोली सीने बोली थी
हाँ उसने बहुत पैसे
कौन जाएगा
ये
ठीक है गुस्सा करता है बहुत क्या तो बात आप
पिंटू
यार आप
वालेगा
पर क्या करके यार वो पानी की बोतल ले
We request those students to please maintain silence. Students at the back, please maintain silence.
जरा वाईफाई आ जाएगा ना एक मिनट बड़ी वाला
इसे बोलिए जिससे हमें पता है हाँ वायरलेस कनेक्शन दिमाग खराब इसमें दे देता सेकंड ईयर में
चौदह छह के तो दो पास अभी की बात कर रहा हूँ, अभी तो एक साथ ही बैठे हुए हैं आठ कितनों के साथ जा रहा हूँ
ये मतलब पहले
Students, please clap. Radha ma'am and thank you.
A very good morning, everyone. We hope that the past 5 days have given you all a lively, charging, and warm welcome. We believe orientation is a very important precursor to this new phase of life. A life that sets you out on an incredible journey that is your college life. A journey that will define the next 4 years of your life. Having said that, I welcome you all as we begin with the sixth day of orientation. In the words of the Nobel Prize winner Malala Yousafzai, one child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the entire world. Resonating with this quote, we feel privileged to introduce to you our esteemed guest for today, Dr. Anuradha Thakur, who definitely brings this quote to life. An exemplary teacher with 19 years of rich learning and development experience in both industry and academia.
With an aim to motivate the students to not just comprehend things theoretically, but also to envision the practical implementation of the knowledge they are gaining. Ma'am has constantly strived to share the learnings of the industry with the students and make them understand the holistic view which is imperative for preparing future management professionals. Being a professional skills practitioner since 2013, ma'am has provided consultation to various reputed institutions, including forums at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, abbreviated as MIT. She has customized multiple programs in advanced levels of behavioral skills. Her experience in the L&D consultation has given her an exposure in the leading government collaborations and industrial programs intended to design highly effective curriculums and management structures.
Anuradha ma'am has stellar achievements to her credit, few of them being gold medalist in postgraduate diploma in mass communication from Punjab University, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan postdoctoral fellowship in humanities and social sciences by University Grant Commission, Best Paper Award at the International Conference in 2018 and an award in paper presentation by the Indian Concrete Association, Gold certification from Franklin Covey in the four disciplines of execution. Certificate of Excellence from Infosys Corporate Knowledge Management Group in 2011. And also the award for the most valuable team member in Infosys in 2008. Evidently and undeniably, ma'am's achievements are a true testimony to the fact that she has proven to be an asset to every institution that she has been associated with. Now, I request Abha ma'am to kindly present Anuradha ma'am with the book.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Anuradha Thakur on stage and please address the students.
A very good morning to all of you. A very good morning to all of you. A very good morning to all of you. That's like tech students. So much energy in the morning, you know. This is the first session in the morning, right? You should be full of energy. Correct? Okay, great. So, one fact I wanted to share with you before I start my session. So, being born and brought up in Chandigarh, Tech has been like a historical place for us. You know, the 2V place, Tech Fest, anything, whatever would happen. And I'm a Thapar pass out. I did my engineering from Thapar. So even we used to come in groups and do everything. Yeah, I got through masters also in tech, but then I got placed in Infosys and I, of course, took Infosys. I did not pursue masters, which I now feel probably would have been a good choice as well. Yeah. Okay. So I just thought, what should I speak today? Right. There are going to be so many industry experts, and I've already talked to you. There are going to be many more who are going to be talking to you. So I thought, let me talk about something which I personally felt and I personally thought was very relevant. So that's why I'm going to talk about your personal brand. How many of you know about your personal brand? What does that mean? How do you brand yourself?
Our character.
Okay, your character. Just raise your hand so that I can identify who's speaking. Yes. How to represent yourself. Could you be a little more specific? It's very generic. कुछ कोई businessman की क्या करोगे फिर? You have to be more specific. It has to be very output oriented. Yes. Represent your skills. Okay. One last. Yes.
I'm brand like APJ Abdul Kalam can inspire others and can be like others.
Okay.
Can be a brand.
Okay. Perfect. Yes. Asset to the organization. Okay, great. You just advance some. So, next. So, why do we actually need a personal brand? The question is why? Why do we need a personal brand? Do we need it? Yes. How many say yes? So some are confused, it seems, huh? Okay. So why do you need it?
Because in the industry there are people who have same amount of skills such as us. But in order to differentiate from others, we need to have our personal brand that makes us different in the industry.
What's your name? Akhilesh. Wonderful answer, Akhilesh. Wonderful. And that too coming from a first year student is phenomenal. Very good. Okay, anyone else who wants to add to it? And why only in industry? Is the personal brand needed only in your industry? Then where? Today, is your personal brand important today, sitting in this session? How? Why?
Get trust of others.
Are you getting my trust? Why is your personal brand important today? Right now, right here. Yes.
Actually, yes, we need the personal brand to make us stand apart from the crowd.
Wonderful. So it has to be in every and any situation. Right now, people are answering. I know they are thoughtful. They are, maybe outspoken. They are, forthcoming. So everything about you is representing a brand. And because today everyone is smart. Everyone has. अगर आप कुछ पढ़ते हैं, आपका फैकल्टी पढ़ाते हैं, आप कहीं पे भी जाते हैं, पहली चीज आप क्या करते हैं? You will Google it. Yes, that's how the world is today. Anything and everything you look up, you will rationalize. You will do everything before you will. It will be an informed decision. So today we have a lot of instrumentation, interconnection, and intelligence. Everything is out there. Yes, that is why we need a personal brand. Next. And next. This is a picture of Times Square in New York. Of course, an animated one. Can you make out anything from this picture? Yes? Can you identify what individual entities are there? If you can, please enumerate. List out. Another one. This is the picture of China Street. So, what does all of this show? Next one. There is a lot of information overload. Everywhere you go, every sign, every billboard, everything will give you information. There is so much crowding. As he said, you have to set yourself apart from the crowd. Otherwise, you will not get noticed. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Let me give you an example. All of you are selected for PET. You are a part of a very highly respected, reputed fraternity. Now, let's say in your final year or your third year, you will be going in for placements. You would be at par with your peer. So it's not that you're competing when they are coming, let's say for campus placements, you are competing with your own peer. So then what is required? You already have a matching skill set. Right? You would not be on a scale of 1 in 100. That will not be the difference within this fraternity. Then what would you do? Then your personal brand will be useful. And what does personal brand entail? Qualities. Qualities कैसे मतलब? मैं इंटरव्यूअर हूँ, मैं एकदम से अपनी qualities कैसे जज करूँ? Okay. Thinking out of the box.
Capture the unfair advantage.
Means what? That's a very thoughtful answer. Even I need to think for it.
Everyone has an unfair advantage. Everyone has a different situation, but they have come to the same place. So we have to identify that advantage that will help us to excel in our.
Okay. Let me give you an example. So I have worked in the industry. I've been on the other side. As a recruiter, how many seconds do I have to read your resume? After 3, if I don't find it useful, I will not go through it. I'll move to the next one because I have a lot of other options available. So in that 3, can I do this? I can't. So your brand has to be so powerful that you know, in that 3 seconds, you pitched it up. That's how it has to be. Right? So personal brand किससे बनता है? Can I have the next slide? Coke और Pepsi सबने पिया? What is the difference between them? What is the difference? Raise your hands and answer. Why is this section only answered? Girls, why are you so sleepy? Why is this gender discrimination? Come on. What is the difference between Pepsi and Coke? Yes.
Coca-Cola had never shared their formula very well.
Pepsi has?
Yes.
I'm asking about the drink, not the company. What if I am a consumer? I have to buy a Pepsi or a Coke. What is the differentiation in the drink that I can make up? Yes.
Marketing. Taste और कलर क्योंकि रेड
आपने बोला मार्केटिंग?
टेस्ट और कलर कोका-कोला का कलर रेड होता है और पेप्सी का ब्लू होता है रेड कलर ज्यादा अट्रैक्टिव होता है
Okay, so one is color, one is marketing. Okay. बोलिए.
Now the distribution power. For example, if I go to a store and there is only Pepsi there, so I will buy Pepsi only. So how far they can spread their network?
Okay, so the reach to the target audience, the distribution channels that they are using, and the presence that they have in the market. Okay, again a part of marketing. That's all a part of marketing. Yes.
The brand name. Coca-Cola has a more specific and more larger brand name as compared to Pepsi.
Any Pepsi fans here? All Coke fans? All have loyalty towards Coke only. Okay. So in terms of brand, I think they are almost equal.
Coca-Cola is worldwide, not as big. Pepsi is worldwide as.
Okay, I'm not sure about that. Okay. Yes. If you have the stats, I mean, I don't know the stats, so I can't comment on this.
कोका-कोला बिजनेस एलिमिनेशन पे ज्यादा वर्क करता है rather than
Business animation पे.
एलिमिनेशन कॉम्पिटिटर्स के एलिमिनेट कोका-कोला फोकस
Again, marketing strategy, no? So that means the only difference which I could make out is the look and feel or the marketing. That's it. इसके अलावा कुछ drastic difference can you make out? None. So that is the value Coke is bringing to you as a product, which Pepsi is not, and that is why so many loyal fans of Coke. Yeah. So that is the brand image of Coke. And that is what you as a personal brand have to project. Right? Differentiate yourself, create value for the customer. Your customer can be anyone. Your customer can be your family, your customer can be your faculty, your customer can be your peer, your employer, anyone. Everyone is a customer as far as your personal brand is concerned. So you have to differentiate and bring the value. That's what it is. Next one. Okay, what do each of these personalities resonate with you? You recognize all these personalities? Yeah. Good. The first one. Who's the first one? Yeah. Okay. What does Mary Com's personality resonate to you? Raise your hands, give one word. Yes.
Willpower.
Willpower. Okay. Anyone else?
Determination.
Determination.
Discipline.
Discipline. Perfect.
Enthusiasm.
Okay. Perseverance. Okay. World champion. Yes, you were saying something?
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. Okay. Okay. Goal oriented. So that is what is resonating with you with that particular person. Okay. Next one. Barack Obama. Sorry. Okay. So the next one. What does it resonate to you?
Leadership.
Leadership. Okay. Please maintain discipline here. That is the foremost and the only thing I would expect from student of tech. I would not tolerate any indiscipline. Okay. Yes.
Meeting the odds.
Meeting the odds. Okay.
And always cheerful.
Always cheerful. Yes, that is definitely his trait.
Very down to earth.
Down to earth, humble. Good human being.
Good speaker.
Good speaker. Yes. Very, very fine quality. Today I did not have, because there was so many remotes, so I could not play a lot of videos. Otherwise, it's a very powerful video for him. Okay, I'll move on to the next. Okay, who's the next one? Okay. What does that resonate to you?
Patience.
Patience.
Good predictor.
Good predictor. So he can foresee. Good foresight.
Good investor.
Good investor. So investment के लिए foresight चाहिए ना? हाँ जी. Okay, humble. Yes. Okay, one last one.
Start early. Start early.
Start early. Okay.
Risk taking appetite.
Risk taking. Okay, quickly the other two also.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Amazing observation.
Okay.
Mentally very strong.
Mentally very strong. Perfect. And the last one. Patience. Book reader. Good book reader. उनके फेस देख के आपको पता चलता है. वो आपने उनके बारे में पढ़ा होगा, right? Okay.
Calm nature.
Calm. Team spirit.
The wall.
Wall. What do you mean by wall?
Because he bats so well that he holds one.
Very sturdy. Very stable. Perfect. Perfect. Can you just advance? So I put one for each. Just advance. It will come for all the pictures. Okay. So that's what I put for each of them. Right? So this is their personal brand. Their brand resonates to us. So all of you have thoughts about this particular person. Right? So we will do an exercise, then I have thoughts about myself also. Yeah? Okay. अब ये देखिए, ये क्या है? कार से किसको शौक है? Oh my God. Okay, what's the first one? What does it stand for? I'm not asking the acronym. I'm saying what does BMW as a brand stand for? Not strong and classy. Raise your hands, please. Luxury and comfort. BMW is the most luxurious brand, and in terms of luxury, it rates the highest. What's the second one? Mercedes. What about Mercedes? Class. Okay. In luxury, BMW takes the first place. The second one is class, style, superiority, credibility,
Social statement.
social statement. Okay. What is the third one? Safety. See? So you can differentiate that. So all of them are luxury segment. All of them are luxury segment. But within that segment also you can differentiate because they mean something to you. So what do I mean to someone different from my peer is my personal brand. Right? Next. Next. Okay, so this is a small video. I want all of you. सबके पास mobiles है?
Yes.
So can you see the link there of the Mentimeter? So go to the website of Mentimeter. I'm going to play this video. We'll first play this video. I'll open the link. The first question we'll discuss and the second you'll answer in the Mentimeter. Okay? Just go to Mentimeter and type the code. Can you see the code? 72636550. I'll just open the poll. Okay, I'll read it out to you. It's first watch the video. I'll read out the video. Play the video, please. Is a speaker connected to it, I believe? Why we are discussing all of this? Because these are the attributes which you will identify and then you will select or you would want to kind of imbibe these in your personal brand.
लिंक के टॉपिक बराबर है
Okay.
लिंक के टॉपिक linky.com में पता हम कुछ नहीं आते आगे
Okay, till they are setting it up. So, what do you think sets Gandhiji apart from the others? Leadership. Essence. Essence what? What do you mean by essence? Patience. Okay. Yes. Okay, so his philosophy, I can say his philosophy, yes.
Not tolerating other leaders.
Not tolerating other, I could not hear it. Not tolerating other leaders. What do you mean by that? He never, no, that is not right. I think you've not yet read the history perfectly well. He was on very good talking terms with Subhash Chandra Bose. Please read it well. Yes. Yes. I've asked him. Courage. Yes.
Faith in himself.
Faith in himself. Positive thinking.
Self-reliant.
Self-reliant.
Educated.
Following is ethics and morals.
Okay. Patience हो गया. Okay, last two quick. नहीं? Yeah. Okay, so we have the video ready. It's a small clip.
Since I returned from South Africa, I have traveled over much of India, and I know that I could
कोड ये है
Okay, so please go to Mentimeter. You're not able to see the screen. Just go to mentimeter.com and type the code 7263. You can see the code in the top. Oh, you've already started. Very good. More quickly. So this people, the students connected remotely can also do. That is why I kept this exercise instead of the offline one. Yeah, I can only see one answer. No, others have entered. Poor internet connection. So I can see a lot of answers. Good. So I request students connected remotely also to answer. Client, leader, patriotic, so that is his brand to you? Okay, great. So now, another 1 minute. Now we've discussed about a lot of personalities. Now I want you to take 1 minute and think about your own personal brand. How do you picture yourself and what is your personal brand? Okay, so the next question is, how do you envision your personal brand? Already so many answers? You've already entered answers? Okay, so those who have not can enter. So what do you feel is your personal brand? So powerful, patience, weak. Okay, so who has entered powerful? Okay, why are you a powerful brand?
I have power to not get package. I have power to build a company or buy the company.
Okay, wonderful. So you have that much of power in yourself. Very good. Okay, what about, let's say, dedicated? Okay, perfect. So now you know all the keywords. Yeah, now you know what brand you want to be. Okay, so now I'll go back to my slides. So how do you build your personal brand? So starts with the first thing about emotions. Do emotions help to build your brand? Yes, or it can also disrupt your brand. Both. Give me one example where they can help. Understanding others. Okay.
Helping and analyzing the first.
These are not examples. You are giving me traits. I've asked for examples. You have, one person will give me an example how emotions help him become a brand. Yes. बेटा एग्जाम्पल एग्जाम्पल से क्या समझते हो? You have to give me a scenario where emotions help you become a personal brand. That's an example. Yes.
Election.
So how did emotions help you become a personal brand?
People play with, like parties play with people's emotions, like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh.
Okay, so that's the negative one. Talking about the negative one. This is not positive. Yes, one last example. Somebody who's not answered before. Yes, yellow turban.
Many fish brands and oil brands and others love as a
Very correct. Very good. So that's an example. Yes. Okay. The second thing is emotional intelligence. How many of you know this term emotional intelligence? आता है नहीं आता है? Okay, IQ आता है? Yes. हाँ जी.
आपको इतनी डेफिनेशन का पता है आपको किस टाइप में शो करें sometimes we show express our emotions very much like that can be even harmful for us.
Okay. But somebody was asking. So emotional intelligence. अब आप लोग यहाँ पे आए हैं सब टेस्ट देके आए हैं. टेस्ट में आपका क्या टेस्ट हुआ था? IQ, intelligence quotient, right? Emotional quotient is how well do you respect other people's feelings? How well do you respect your own feelings? How do you respond to them? How do you respond to others? How do you understand them? How much empathy do you have? Can you be in their shoes? If somebody is sharing a problem with you, can you actually relate to it? Can you actually extend your help while feeling for him? But you should have mutual respect. That's emotional intelligence, right? वो बहुत जरूरी है आपके ब्रांड के लिए. Self-esteem and confidence everyone understands, right? You don't need to use it, and that is how you build your personal brand. So personal brand quickly. So I'll quickly just cover three. So these are the three things that help make a personal brand. Your assets. अब सबने बोला competency, skills, everybody said. So your assets. What value you bring to the table? Can anybody give me an example of a value that you bring to the table? As a brand, as a student, as an individual.
confidence and knowledge.
That's an asset.
Positive energy.
Explain. Give me an example how you will bring that value to the table. You understand bringing value to the table? How will you bring value to the table?
Hard working.
Value to the table कैसे लाओगे? Hard work तो ठीक है. Translate into some applicable scenarios.
Doing the benefits
Doing the benefit of what?
of the consumers,
How?
like the
Motivating
people
my
who
team.
are
Motivating your team. Okay. Where you are empathetic, so you're able to motivate your team. Let's say there's a tight deadline, the client wants the code soon, the team is very stressed, it's very chaotic, and you are there as a pillar, as a wall, as he said, and you are motivating your team to deliver. That's the value that you bring to the table. Okay? That is something that you know. Yeah. Standing to your words. Okay? So you mean what you say, and you deliver accordingly.
Management quality.
Yeah.
by giving our 100%.
कुछ एग्जांपल दीजिए.
Like if there is any assignment or work, we are giving all our efforts to the.
Okay, so you are very passionate about it and you're putting in your full efforts. Okay, that's the value you bring to the table. And finally is the image. मेरे एक manager होते थे Infosys में. He used to say, for every individual, it is very important. काम करो, काम का फिक्र करो और काम का जिक्र करो. क्योंकि क्या करते हैं हम लोग? काम भी करते हैं, फिक्र भी करते हैं, पर जिक्र करना भूल जाते हैं. इससे क्या होता है? क्या होता है? हाँ? Value is gone.
Taken for granted.
Reward नहीं मिलता, recognition नहीं मिलती. Not only monetary, but realizing the potential of you as an individual probably gets a boost. So it is very important to also showcase what you have done. If you do not showcase, तो ये नहीं होगा. इसीलिए जो पर्सनल ब्रांड की जब हम बात करते हैं ना, तो हमें बहुत सारे एस्पेक्ट्स आते हैं, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कम्युनिकेशन, राइट? कम्युनिकेशन क्या होता है हम 2 मिनट बाद डिस्कस करेंगे। अभी मैं सिर्फ एक आपको शॉर्ट सा वो बताना चाहती हूँ कि ब्रांड्स में क्या होता है। The animation, just keep on clicking all the. So your branding has to be competent, it has to be credible, it has to be conscious, communication, confident, and courteous. So that all these factors, if you have, you'll have a good brand. Yeah. Next one. So I've just reiterated, just a recap of what we've discussed before we move ahead. You have to identify your strengths. Make sure they get value on the table. Make sure they are translated to the people, and make sure you showcase it well. Right? Next. So I'll quickly go through this. जब हम लोग पर्सनल ब्रांड की बात करते हैं तो इंडस्ट्री, दिस इज जस्ट अ स्नैपशॉट ऑफ हाउ यू ग्रो इन द इंडस्ट्री, राइट? व्हेन यू जॉइन द इंडस्ट्री, व्हाट दे चेक, व्हाट डू दे चेक? आप प्लेसमेंट में बैठते हो, क्या चेक होता है? एप्टीट्यूड, इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, बेसिक लॉजिक, रीजनिंग, दोज आर द बेसिक फिल्ट्रेशन प्रोसेसेस दैट यू हैव. वी अज्यूम एज अ फ्रेशर दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड हैव. व्हेन यू मूव अप द लैडर, यू असेंबल द लोकल नॉलेज. जब आप काम करते हो, जिन चीजों के बारे में करते हो, slowly you are maturing, you have roles, you have experiences, and finally you know about the industry, the processes, and then you get leadership position, right? We understand? अब इन सब में पर्सनल ब्रांड कहाँ पे आता है? everywhere, right from a fresher to a C-suite employee, everywhere you will need personal brand. That's the importance. Okay, just directly go to the exercise. So, this talks about from Gartner. Gartner के बारे में जानते हैं आप लोग? What is Gartner? Gartner is a very, very reputed research organization that gives a lot of data. It's a consultant to many organizations, a lot of surveys and everything. So it says that if an industry recruits 100 people, from that 100, there will be only 5 specialists required. Specialist मतलब जो expert है एक particular field में, जिनको बहुत कुछ आता है इस particular field का. The other will be 15 generalists, जिनको jack of all trades, masters of none. That's a generalist, right? So 20 हो गए, बाकी 80 क्या चाहिए उनको? Versatilist, who are so versatile, who are so dynamic that they can unlearn, relearn, and fit in into anything and everything when required. That is the need of the hour, right? That's what it says. So I'll now skip directly to the activity time. I'm going to give you a situation. Now before this, I just wanted to talk a bit about communication because this activity is going to bring that out. जब हम communication की बात करते हैं, what do we mean by communication? बहुत सिंपल टर्म है, बहुत सारा सुना होगा, बहुत कोर्सेज हैं, हर कोई बोलता है, रिज्यूमे में डाल दो, सब कुछ कर दो, राइट? कम्युनिकेशन बहुत हाइट वर्ड. व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय कम्युनिकेशन? बेसिक
अपनी बातों को ऐसे समझाना कि अगर साइड में 6 साल का बच्चा भी खड़ा हो ना तो उसको भी समझ में आ जाए.
ओके, सो ट्रांसफरिंग योर आइडियाज टू द अदर इन अ कंप्लीट कोहेरेंट कंसिस्टेंट मैनर, दैट्स कम्युनिकेशन, राइट? व्हाट इज बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन? Because for you as engineering graduates, you would not only need communication, you will need business communication. So what is business communication? Any idea? A balcony, the elite lot, huh? What is business communication? Any idea? Very silent lot. I want an answer. Yes.
Being able to convey your ideas to someone and so such a manner that the other person understands and gets attracted to that idea.
So उसमें business communication में और communication में क्या फर्क है?
Ma'am, communication in general requires the understanding of other person, but in business communication, one needs to persuade the other person to be attracted to their idea.
Okay, how many agree with him? How many agree with him? Raise your hands. Okay. Okay. Anybody who wants to share a different answer or kind of share another perspective of what he said?
Ma'am, while we talk to the business person, so we have to be ready for selling anything on the spot.
हर बार selling पे क्यों आ जाते हो? Marketing is not the only thing you have to do in business. Anyone else? Okay, give me a scenario. You are going to work in teams. Teams में काम करेंगे कि नहीं? You have a team member who has 5 years experience. You have a team member who has 2 months experience. You have a team member who has 10 years experience. You've got to work with all of them, right? Now understand and say what is business communication. Yes.
Come along with us and help us. Even he's like convincing us working with us.
So the context is different, that's all. The communications rule will not change. Communication rules are the same. The context and the environment is different. Okay, that is what will be different. Let's say I am talking to an engineer. I can use some technical jargon. I can make him explain that to it. Maybe, it's like ma'am is from aeronautics. So ma'am will say something which I will not understand maybe, but if there's another aeronautics person, he will understand. That is the level you have in a business communication, right? The context is different. Now, what are the parts of communication?
Body language.
Body language. कितना percent होता है body language? 50%? 70%?
80%.
20%? 20 to 50 to 70? 80%? बाकी क्या होता है फिर? बाकी क्या होता है? If it is 70%, 50%?
There is nothing specific like body language. Our roles are defined. Body language directly comes into play. We have not enacted into our action.
So this is a new theory, totally different from all communication theories. So we have a new person who has come up with the theory. No, body language is definitely a part of communication. It is a very integral part of communication. I'll explain how. Communication के 3 aspects होते हैं. The words that you speak, the tone that you speak in. Good morning पहले कैसे कहा था? और good morning third time कैसे कहा था? Different था?
Yes, ma'am.
That is the second part. And then the third part and the most important part is the body language. Right? Words की percentage कितनी होती है? अगर 100 है, so there is the person Mehrabian who has given this study who says 100 में से अगर हमने words निकाले तो कितना percent होगा? 7% only. Tone? 38%. And the rest is body language. Right? Body language क्या है? What do you mean by body language?
The way.
You all understand that, right? Okay. So if I have to tell you what a body language is, for a personal brand it is very important. Okay, let's start from your head. How should your head be placed when you're sitting in a formal environment? How many of you are sitting straight? Still not sitting straight. So your head should be completely at 90-degree angles with your shoulders. That's how it should be. Right? What about your facial expressions?
Smile.
Smile. Every time. Keep on smiling.
creepy लगते हैं फिर वो लोग.
कैसे? You should not show your teeth hiding. Should be a formal slight smile. Right? Okay. What should your facial expression be? Smile is one thing, expression. Positive, focused, attentive, confident. Eyes कैसे होनी चाहिए? Eye contact किसके साथ बनाओगे? Speaker. If you are in my position speaking to this crowd, eye contact किसके साथ बनाओगे?
सबके साथ.
I don't have something eyes, no? All के साथ तो एकदम से बन ही नहीं सकता. It's not humanly possible. Sides and the front means?
बट मैम आप हर थोड़ी थोड़ी देर में सबको एक एक लुक दे रहे हो ना, तो वो
आप क्या है? That's a technique.
Yeah.
It's a technique. It's a strategy. It's known as triangulation. It's known as triangulation. So that's the technique. Now again, the eye contact will also depend upon your culture. about your personality, about everything. For example, that's what we, in our, in our actual corporates, when we do these trainings, we tell them eye contact. Let's say for an American, for a Western developed world, if you do not maintain eye contact, they will think you're not confident, right? If let's say it's a Chinese or those parts of the country world, if you maintain more than 3 second eye contact, they'll say you are too opposing, too dominating. So they will not appreciate it. So your eye contact also depends upon that. So business communication change ho gaya? You change on the context, the geography, everything. Okay. How do you place your hands? On lap. Karke dikhao. Quickly. How do you place your hands? I know you have bags. Quickly. How do you place your hands? That's not how to place your hands. How do you place your hands? Quickly. There I can't see. Tell me how you're placing your hands. Only a few of you are placing it well. On the table. Where is the table? No, don't imagine the bag at the table. So if you're sitting like this, how are you placing your hands? Okay, so one person tell me how should it be placed? Can you wake her up while she's sleeping? How should you place your hands? How should you place your hands? Quickly. Can somebody say it out loud for the others? When I'm sitting on a chair in a formal setup, how do I place my hands?
On knees and in front of you across, like cross.
No. You place it on your knees, one besides the other. One on each knee. That's how you place it. Or, if it is a chair with arms, is it okay to place it on the arms? Why?
Kind of a
No, that's
domination
not
look.
disrespect.
Kind of a domination look.
If there's a table, domination look, if you place it on your arms? No. It depends if you start sitting like this.
Yeah.
So then you have to sit appropriately.
Lean back.
You can't lean back. Your back has to be straight. You will not lean back. Okay? Okay, then arms, if there's a table in front of you, let's say you're across in an interview, then how do you place your hands?
On the table.
On the table? No. Strict no. Not on the table. Chair is okay, not on the table. How do you place your hands? Okay, if I'm sitting, is it okay to do like this? No. How do I do it? I just keep it like this. I can keep one above the other. I cannot cross it, but I can keep one above the other. Right? Crossing means you are threatening the other person. Okay? Crossing is not appropriate. If you are standing and speaking, how do you keep your arms and hands? If I do not have at the mic, let's. At the back. Can somebody come here and explain? Quickly, can somebody come here and explain? Okay, I need one boy and one girl. Quickly, come. Come. Quickly. So don't mind if we tell you what to do, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So how will you stand if you are speaking?
Perfect. Choice.
Okay, udhar dekho. Okay, is he standing all right? No? Why? Why? Okay, so both these positions are also okay, and this is also okay as long as he is not stiff. Should be relaxed. He should be comfortable because that will come out. The body language vibes come out. So he should be very relaxed and confident. Can he put one hand in the pocket? A lot of boys do that. A lot of my colleagues used to do that. When they speak, when they present, they put either both their hands in the pocket or one hand in the pocket. That should never be done. Right? What about your legs? How do you place your legs while you're standing? And straight? Can I lean on one side? Can I take the rest on the podium? V shape, no. It should be parallel.
Shoulder width apart.
It should be as much as you are comfortable standing. That's all. Can I lean in on the podium? No. I cannot do any of that, right? Okay. What about walking? What about walking? Can he walk while he's presenting? Yes? Yes. You should cover the stage end to end as much as possible, but only walk that much so that the eyes of the audience do not keep on shifting. Should be not that much. Right? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, but girls. Okay, but one thing more. Come back. How do you shake hands? Okay, so should a boy's handshake be firmer than a girl's handshake? No, it should be equal. That's a. And also, when you shake hands, you don't look at the hand. You look in the eyes of the other person. You never look at the hand. You extend it, but look at the eyes of the other person in a professional way. Let me clarify. Okay, for girls, thank you. For girls, is there any other different means of standing, sitting, anything? So is this way okay? As she's standing with her hands back? It is perfectly okay. One more thing. Can you cross your legs when you're sitting? You can? You don't? How many say yes? It is okay to cross your legs. As long as you don't cross it like this, as you're showing the make of your shoe to the other person. Okay, so this is not the right way to sit. It has to be very gently placed for the child. Right? Okay. So, nothing I missed. Okay, so that is about a good positive body language, a good positive way of communication, right? So just one small exercise. Do I have time? Okay, another 5 minutes. Okay, so just one last activity I want all of you to do. You can see on the screen. Let's say you've stranded on an island and you only have these things with you. Only these things. So think about your survival tactics. How are you going to use this? And then, survive till the help comes. Quickly, how are you going to use all of this? Think about it and raise your hands. Think about it and raise your hands. Now think about it. It's not instant. It cannot be instant. Think about it. 1 minute, raise your hands. That's it. Yes. Already thought about it. Okay. What strategy are you going to use?
I will use matchstick, bucket, knife, and.
So what will you use the matchstick for?
Okay.
You have to tell me the use of each item.
So I'm going to use the bucket to get water as I'm on the island, so I can get the water from the ocean. I can boil.
That will be salty.
I can boil using matchstick.
Okay.
So it can be drinkable. I can use clothes because I'm on island, and.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else?
So I need knife for hunting because I'm on island, and I need and I also need clothes, and I can use matchstick to create a signal so I can be rescued.
Okay. Okay. Last answers. Yes. Okay. That's yeah.
मैम पानी बॉईल करके ऊपर मतलब क्लॉथ बिछा दूंगा कि स्टीम सारी उसमें आ जाए, साइड पे ट्रेस करते किसी भी चीज में। बैग ऑफ फ्रूट्स खा लूंगा, बैग रख लूंगा।
Perfect. Okay. So then, what is your personal brand that you will kind of from this activity? What can be his personal brand? From the solution that he's given it to us. I would say strategist. Good. Good. And the first speaker, what was his personal brand? What do you think is your personal brand from the answer that you've given me? Survivor. Okay. Yes. One last answer. Exactly. Yes. Perfect. So, what is the brand you will, say you represent? Okay, smarter than smartest. Okay, yes. One last. Somebody who's not spoken before. Please, only those raise your hands. Who've not participated, not spoken before. Anyone? Yes.
First of all, I will use the rope and the material that I have
To locate the various places of the island, I will try to map it all in paper and with a pen, and then I will try to note how much water I have, how much food is left with me, and with the help of kerosene and mastic, I will try to burn a fire so that it keeps me warm. And I will also try to map out the various lookouts where I can ask for help from nearby ships and that.
Okay, great. So what is the brand he will represent to you? Planning, practical, organized, structured. Perfect, great. Excellent. So you can do all of this if you have to gauge your personal brand. Just rate yourself against this. See your point of view, where do you stand and what do other people see you as. Then you will get to know what are you exhibiting to the others. Right? That's all. Thank you so much. Any last questions before I close? Anything? Any feedback? Any questions that you want to address? Thank you so much. All the best.
We have now come to the end of our session for today, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Anuradha Thakur ma'am for such an informative session and for enriching the batch of 2026 before they set out on their journey of college life. I would now request Mayank sir and Anuradha ma'am to please come up on stage so that Mayank sir can give a memento as a token of her appreciation.
वो आती है ना लोग ऐसे उसी की तरह देखे भी सुन लिया तो हाँ उसमें भी रखा क्या पता ऐसे स्पेशली आता लगता था उसको तेरा पता नहीं मेरे पसंद नहीं प्योर वायरलेस एक बैंड तक ठीक है